last we left off, the Bronze Toads made their way to the Cloaked Ranger's headquarters, and after some relatively careful planning with the commander and a day of well-earned rest, you guys gathered your supplies, gathered all of your knowledge of the city-state of Priest, and with a cart and Sam's horse, whose name is Todd now? Tom?
Thought it was Thomas.
Fucking Tom.
It's Tom, whose name is Tom. Tom the horse. And with a cloaked ranger, a familiar cloaked ranger ally following you close behind to watch for any signal flares, you guys made your way to the city-state of Priest. Along the way, you guys ran into a very suspicious inn, and upon entering, you purchased some apples, and then said, "Fuck this," and got the hell out of there, not exploring any further. Good for you.
That is what happened.
That is exactly what happened, and then immediately one of you ate one of the apples. So who was
and
that?
Instantly went, "Am I dead?"
Yeah. Who needs to make a Constitution saving throw? That is. Yeah, I'm kidding. After that, you guys made it to what seemed to be a Pretian checkpoint, where untrusting and unbelieving guards of priests, not fully buying your story of being representatives of what most people view as a destroyed city-state, didn't want to let you through, but essentially you bribed him, and he said, "Fuck it. What harm could you do?" And he let you through the checkpoint. Making your way.
Does he know?
Making your way to Priest, you were greeted with something very different from the Direwood you are used to. Something very well planned out, a grid, a suburbia almost, filled with mostly elves, but the occasional dwarf and gnome. Relatively diverse. You guys looked at your map that had mysteriously made its way into your cart's chest.
It's not magic.
What is it, magic?
The
chest?
map.
The map. It is not. You that is correct. You checked, and it was not magic.
Specifically checked on that fucking map.
That is correct. So using your map, you made your way toward what seemed to be the central plaza or palace or grand hall of some sort. And as you made your way down the main road toward it, a large dragon flew overhead, perched itself atop the grand hall, and just watched you. Some of you were more scared than others. Nevertheless, you made your way over to the grand hall and were immediately greeted by a very, very kind guard who offered to watch your cart. When you tried to pay him or tip him, he refused. So you guys made your way in. Spoke with several individuals inside. Firstly, a mage, who eventually brought you to the Vice Pathfinder, who introduced himself as Laroth, and whose voice I could not fully decide on, but I've decided on it now, I promise. After a brief discussion with Laroth, he gave you the regular Pretian entry test, which is essentially a test to see what skills, what traits, what you bring to the table if you were to want to live in Priest, why you are worthy of its protection. He gave you that to see if you're worthy of his time. Almost all of you showed him mainly combat skills, to which he was not incredibly impressed. Luckily, a couple of you decided to pull together a quick improv speech about your reasons for being there and your passions and your drives, which was enough to get his attention. Loyalty, ambition, that's what he was looking for. And he told you to take some time, explore the city, and he would do his best to, A, find you a meeting with the Pathfinder, Lady Zilric, and B, set up a general assembly for tomorrow so that you may speak in front of the general populace of priests and make your case for Direwood, and it could be put to a vote if need be. So, we last left off with you guys exiting the Grand Hall and deciding where to go next. So I will bring you to the Pretian map, and you can tell me
those lines there.
Where to next.
Did you have a list of all the shop names and what they are?
Right. Yes, I can give that to you.
Because I would remember, but I don't remember. because
They were all glorious.
I tried to forget on purpose.
Right.
It was
Didn't you,
hours of downing alcohol to kill my brain cells. Just
Didn't
hoping
you have
they would
us
kill the right
all,
one.
like, give you a list of where we want?
Yes, I do have the list of where you guys specifically wanted to go.
I would very much like to visit the pet shop.
Well, I
Jeez.
would much rather go to the magic shop first.
We'll
I
visit
think
the
you're
pet shop.
wrong, but I'll show
Let's
you.
go to the pet shop.
I don't have much use
Yeah.
for pets in my life. Actually, I could learn a spell that lets me summon a pet. Maybe they'd have that scroll.
That's what you should do. Let's go there.
Where? Okay. What about Mr. Percy? What do you think?
Sunglasses.
Mr. Percival, okay. So, okay. Let's head. Which one's closest to us, actually? Do we know where any of these shops are?
Looking at the map, there doesn't appear to be anything that would tell you.
Huh. I walk up to the nearest guard.
Yep, that is the guard who is guarding your cart. And as you walk out, he says, "Oh, hopefully everything went all right."
Can you tell
Here's
us where the
Clinton,
shops are?
actually.
The magic shop, by the name of... Insert name here.
The magic Wizards of the Coast.
I fucking...
Wizards of the Coast.
Yes, where's that?
Hey,
Where are all your
Percy.
shops?
Well,
Census?
Most of the
Yes.
shops actually, and he kind
I
of.
have a map.
Yeah. Oh, just rather accurate. If you direct your attention to,
Where
he
is
kind of
singing.
traces. No, he traces with his finger like a circle, to the blue houses on the map in the northwest corner. Says that's the marketplace area. Otherwise, Metal Matters and some of the. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Widget's Warehouse is down south. Most of the places of worship. And he circles again. He just traces with his finger here, here, and here. Those are the places of worship. But most of your shopping needs will be found in the market area over there. Is there anything else I could do for you?
No.
Welcome.
You too.
Thanks.
He narrows his eyes. Uh-huh.
Zalfur keeps walking. He doesn't understand what he did.
Okay.
That's like 90% of Zelfer.
Enjoy your movie. You too.
God damn it.
I start
And
heading
we-
towards the shop.
Just the shopping district.
I'll
You're just
follow.
walking down that road.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Is
want to
everyone-
ride the dragon.
I am making
The dragon
finger
is still
guns.
watching you guys.
I make finger guns at everyone who I pass.
Does the dragon seem to specifically be watching us, or does it seem to be watching in general and glancing in our direction?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, Jason, make a
do that.
perception check.
Yeah, perception.
Maybe I will.
I bet you will.
Maybe
Bitch.
you won't.
Isaac, you didn't compliment me on my haircut, and I'm hurt.
Congratulations, you have more
17.
than one
Okay.
hair. How could I notice?
Looking back as you're walking away from the Grand Hall, looking back at the dragon, this large red dragon perched atop, it is certainly looking in your direction. And as you continue walking another 10, 20, 30, 40 feet, you watch its head slowly rise. It's probably watching you guys in particular.
Did you say anything about that out loud, Six?
No, I probably wouldn't, honestly. If it doesn't appear to. Yeah, I would. I think that dragon's watching us.
How far away are we from it, Holden?
At this point, probably, I'm going to say 150 feet.
I'm gonna walk 30 feet closer.
You start walking back, okay.
I'll be right back. I have something I'm gonna do then, if he's watching us.
Is he
Okay.
gonna wave?
I'm gonna keep walking towards the shop. I don't think I want to be anywhere near Zelfer walking towards a dragon.
Alright, so Zelfer alone starts walking back. Zelfer, what are you
Are the
doing?
rest of us stopped?
When I get within 120 feet of it,
He casts Firebolt.
no, I'm gonna fucking cast message.
You
I pull
cast
out my
message at the
I
dragon.
count my little wire. I look at the dragon. Hello, Mrs. Dragon. Are you watching us? And if so, why? You can respond to this message.
Okay. There's a pause. And then you hear softly in your head, behave.
Hold on,
I,
how did you do that with your voice? I didn't see a microphone.
I don't like that.
I point back at it, cast message again. Beehive to you too. I start catching back up with
If
the
anyone
party.
was paying attention, you watched Zelfer walk 30 feet back. I imagine 6 at least, who was initially looking at the dragon. You would look back and see Zelfer pull out his little copper wire, and then there's a moment where the dragon just narrows its eyes at him. And then he says, and he nods his head, and Zelfer starts walking back to you guys.
The second I get up to 6, Mr. 6, did you know Beehive is a way is like in Draconic, like hello, welcome to my city.
I was unaware. I'll use that the next time I speak with the dragon. Let's just not piss this one off, okay? I'm not entirely sure what you said to it.
Oh, I just wanted to know if it was watching us, and it responded Beehive, which I have to assume means welcome to my city.
What if there are magic beehives here?
Maybe at the pet shop.
On to the pet shop.
Off to the
Let's
magic
go.
shop.
Just a little bit of meta, since we are having a shorter session because of how late we started. I would ask that you guys go to one shop at a time together, wherever you'd like to go.
We can start
for the
with
sake of
Beehive
brevity.
then.
Okay. So you guys would like to head to the pet shop first.
Pet shop first, and then
Okay.
magic shop second. If that's okay with
Um,
everyone else.
As you reach this market area, it becomes clear very quickly that you are in the right place. There are banners and
Banners.
there's a flagstone path on the ground, and all the buildings are very well decorated and lively, and it's not quite bustling, but there are plenty of people moving about.
Are we still in our formal clothes?
Yes, I believe you guys
Oh,
are in
yeah.
formal clothes. You guys,
Should-
you
I mean, yeah.
as you've walked through the streets, some streets of priests, a little bit, you can, in general, you guys are a bit more well-dressed than others, but only a bit. Most people here are pretty well-dressed, especially in this market area. You still got them by a little bit, but, regardless.
Fancier than you.
You guys make your way down the flagstone streets, and looking around, the shop sign, the signs and names are clear as day, and it doesn't take you long to find Bugs, Bears, and Beyond.
God, I forgot how much I hate you.
Ah, yes.
Can we get a
I
No.
Does the door make a ringing noise when I open it?
Do you open it?
Yeah, I walk in.
Yeah, you open the door. Ding, 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 ding. There's a
I
bell going.
imitate minor illusion, make the ringing noise.
So you guys hear twice. Ding, 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 ding.
Hello, I hear you have pets.
Shopkeeper, your door is glitched.
Your door-
There's
Upon entering this rather large light blue building, the door opens and you hear the bell, and immediately you're bombarded with smells and sounds, and it's like a zoo. You're bombarded with the smells of all sorts of animals, and you start to hear and slithering and just all sorts of birds and dogs and cats and all manner of animals.
Can you demonstrate what slithering sounds like?
Imagine a Visco girl explaining. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, thank you.
And the snake looks at you and says,
I-
"And I
All right, that was too far. I hate you now.
I look at the snake. Ooh, woo?
Yeah.
Does
As
it
you guys
ooh
enter
back?
and start seeing all these animals, just to name
Do
a
I
few,
see a bear?
immediately what you see rats in cages, you see
Hi, Ian.
cats, dogs, some hawks and other birds. You see
Can I free the rat?
oh, actually what would catch your attention right away is behind the counter in this shop there is a middle-aged, maybe a bit older female elf with long, slightly graying brown, like brunette hair, kind of pulled back in a tight ponytail behind her. She's a little tall, average build, and but she has a very gentle face. You can see like the wrinkles and the aging, and elves live a very long time, so you can assume she's been around a very long while. But the thing that's strange, the thing that grabs your attention, is a tiny, and I mean tiny, like maybe the size of my fist, like Holden's fist.
Small.
Tiny little, what appears to be a red dragon on her shoulder. And as you enter, she says, "Hello, welcome to Bugs, Bears, and Beyond. How can I help you?"
Damn, that's a small dragon.
Do you have pets?
I have many of my own. Would you like some?
What's your dragon's name?
Do you sell animals?
She looks the best. This is Volmir, and he's very attached to his gold coin. And you can see now this little dragon just in its front two paws, legs, claws, in its front two claws. It's like clutching a little gold coin.
Who the fuck?
I don't know. Oh, his internet pooped. 1 sec.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, at least he can show us that message now.
Yeah.
Wait, how is he able to do that if his internet pooped?
Yeah, hold on.
Hi,
Wait,
baby
man.
girl. Hi, baby.
His Skype might be on.
I think his
What's
Skype
called?
is on his phone.
He's
Yeah.
looking at his ceiling. Hold on.
Hi, Jason.
Okay. Jesus.
Dude, you pooped.
I did a little bit. Sorry. That was weird. All
Everybody
right.
pooped.
Come here. Come here.
I
Okay.
asked the shopkeep if she sells dragon.
She has a tiny dragon on her shoulder that's clutching a little gold coin.
I know it's adorable.
Smog
What's
Jr.
his name?
Does
Volmir?
she sell them?
His name is Volmir.
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 Does he
Dad,
have
what is
any
that?
siblings?
Not that I'm aware of.
Does she sell them?
May I please pet his head?
And she looks kind of at her shoulder at the little red dragon, who just kind of looks up at her and. You can try. So long
I
as he
would
has his
reach
coin,
out.
he's quite docile. You reach out and actually, no, you don't need to. You reach out and you just gently. He kind of looks up at you. He makes a tiny little sound, just, and then you hear the shopkeep go shh, 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 friend, and then you start gently petting Volmir's head.
Just like Sadie.
I'll give Volmir another gold.
Another gold? You walk over and
Yes.
produce a gold coin, and immediately, Volmir, and like drops the one he's carrying and leaps towards you to grab the one you're holding, and like, do you drop it? Do you let it?
I hold it out in my hand.
Yeah. So
My
now
hand.
you have a tiny like fist-sized red dragon just clutching this gold coin in your hand, and it kind of curls up and just cuddles the gold coin.
Oh my
It curls
god!
up in your hand. Was
It's
there anything
amazing.
specific I could help you with?
I would like to meet your bear.
I would like a dragon. How do I get a pet dragon?
Well, it seems you temporarily have one right now.
How
Otherwise,
do I get one for permanent though?
that's a fantastic question. I don't have any here for you, if that's what you're asking.
What is your most expensive animal?
That would probably be one of my war horses. I do have
How
a panther.
expensive?
Ooh.
Is your panther friendly?
Is it pink by any chance?
If you start biting me, I'm gonna fucking throw you at the wall.
If by
Splatter the cat.
if by friendly you mean won't eat you on sight, then yes, mostly.
Will it eat her on sight? Will I point at Bess?
She looks Bess up and down. Probably. If you're
How mu-
alone.
How much is a panther?
Oh, that's we don't get those here very often. I'd put that at 300 gold.
What if I gave you him? I point at 6.
She looks 6 up and down.
I shrug.
Throw in another 100 gold.
Whoa.
Damn.
I'm
No,
kidding.
You're only worth 200 gold.
I
I'm
mean,
Comfortable
kidding.
with this?
oh, you see them, don't you? You see all the people.
Otherwise,
How about egg-laying fowl?
An egg-laying mammal of action.
did you have something in specific in mind?
Do you have a platypus?
Chicken, duck,
Cuck.
less of a pet,
Chicken?
more of a livestock, I suppose.
I do not specialize in livestock. You'd be better off going to the farms for that.
Do you have a turtle?
Do you have a platypus?
I do, in
What about
fact,
a
have
turtle?
turtles. I do have turtles.
Where?
Aquatic animals are not hard to come by around here.
Do you have
Where?
semi-aquatic animals?
I can show.
That-
Okay, this way, and she kind of like starts walking down a hall, and leads you. It's maybe just 15 feet down. Like this place.
That's a turtle's never gonna keep up with us.
Yeah.
I would carry it.
This place is lined with shelves and cages all along the walls, and there's like aisles. There's a couple of aisles. And down one of them,
Shelves of stuff and shelves.
and shelves and cages and shelves and aisles and shelves and caves and shelves and ogres.
Yeah.
She leads you down an aisle to where in Walmart where the fish are,
Yeah.
where like
Yeah.
they're just kind of laid. There's like tanks upon tanks on the walls. Imagine that, but like
Yeah.
a fourth the scale. So there's like maybe 6 tanks, just very basic
How
glass.
Walmart do you go to that has more than 6 tanks?
The one in Maple Grove has an entire back wall full of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, and in one of them there are a couple of
Right.
baby turtles, or what appear to be baby turtles based on their size.
You hit the whoa.
So here are the turtles.
Cute. I love them.
Or were you interested in one?
Nope,
Nope.
just wanted to see.
She's interested in all of them.
She smiles, but you can see her patience wearing thin. She says, "Right, well, if there's anything I can help you with, please do ask." And she turns around and walks back to the rest of the group.
Do you have any animal that would fit along with would get along with a cat and someone who sometimes becomes a rat?
She narrows her eyes.
Sorry, dude.
I
stop.
show Shara on my shoulder.
Oh,
Okay, baby.
I have other cats.
Ow!
Probably not a snake. A smaller bird, or
Small
Actually,
birds.
come to think of
Large
it,
birds.
I can't think
Give
of
them
many
out.
animals that would get along with both a rat and a cat.
What about a cat rat?
Don't worry about the rat part, because a rat is a person. Just an animal that would get along with a cat.
Druidic magic, I understand. Just the cats?
Sure.
I have other cats. I have some friendlier mastiffs.
Where? How much?
Mastiff is a dog, right?
Yeah,
Is there a
big boy.
penis on your phone screen? Sorry.
How much?
What? One mastiff depends on the.
Do you have a puppy?
That would run you a little bit more.
How much?
I would have to check. Give me one moment. She runs back and apparently checks how many she has back then. You hear a couple of as she like goes into a door behind the counter here. She goes. Yep. Okay. She comes out. I would say a puppy. I only have one pup right now. He would run you
A puppy and a half.
50 gold.
Deal.
Okay.
Jesse's gonna turn into a fucking druid. Great.
Sure. Well,
all right.
right over here. I just need you to sign a couple of things. Finalize. Do you sign everything she asked you to?
Yeah. Well, no, I read it first.
Okay, it's basically a statement of like, I have purchased this animal from this
I've
place
learned
for
my
this
lesson.
amount. Yeah, it's going over. It
Are
just
its
takes you a couple
shots up
minutes.
to date?
What?
Are its shots up to date?
Are just shots up to date?
Have you vaccinated this animal?
This animal has all of its immunizations. It has
Does it have a? Does it
has
have
a tracking chip.
All right. Cool. Dope.
It's basically I purchased this animal of this age from this person in this shop. It's very formal, and at the very bottom, and it says this animal to be named blank.
I'm really liking the Sadie cam there. That was good.
She
Good boy.
looks to you. What would you like to? Well, how about I go get her?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and she brings out this very droopy, tired looking, like probably just fresh out of a nap, baby, like puppy mastiff. And it just licks its chops. And gives like a big puppy yawn. And she kind of sets it down on the
my
counter,
fucking
and,
God.
and she just kind of curls up and starts sleeping on the counter.
Oh, hold in pictures, please.
I-
Go find pictures of
I
Mastiff.
will find you. Okay. I will find you one that best fits the image in my head.
Okay. I put my finger against the dog.
Is
Okay.
everyone distracted by
Fireball.
this dog?
Fireball.
Oh, a puppy.
How many animals do you think I could kill if I fireballed right now?
You would have so much temp health.
You would get immediately beheaded.
Fireball.
Dare you? Yeah. If I even see a lick of flames coming from fucking fingertip.
Can I lick your fingertips?
I
Sure.
poke the dog.
I pump the dog?
I poke.
Oh. I'm having issues with the audio. It's okay. I'm fine.
How my
Jason,
fingers?
your camera is crystal clear though. I like that shit. That's good.
No, it's a puppy.
Thanks. That's just my iPad, actually.
That is Sam's puppy. Just
That's
a little
literally
baby.
floppy. I love.
Yep.
Where?
Yep.
What?
Droopy little mastiff. That's
Droopy little pup.
and she is just
Visual
she's
art.
getting poked and like just prodded, and she just yawns at you.
Can we clip that?
Oh, he's talking.
On that, the Jesse scream.
But well, keep in mind, Zelfer has probably never seen a dog in his life.
Oh.
He kind of just pokes it.
Yep. And she looks up at you and yawns and burrows her face back into her paws.
Oh my god, I'm buying her now.
So
We've already
50.
talked
That'll be 50 gold.
Done.
So,
What?
Pet its floppy ears like this.
Her
Don't
name
wanna pet
will
the dog.
be Inera.
Inera. Okay, please.
Panera?
Her name will-
Inera.
I love Panera.
The dog's name is
gonna
Panera,
stab
and the
you for
cat's new
real.
name is Bread.
Get fucked.
Inera.
Inera. So, and you write that on the form, I assume.
Yep.
Right.
Do you have any animals that take little to no effort to take care of?
Fucking puppies.
She
Fucking
thinks for a moment.
I think with her.
Probably mostly cats. Otherwise, well, the panther will hunt on its own, provided there's something to hunt nearby. Snakes.
What if it hunts us?
I have snakes.
God. Do you have well, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna buy apples. Do you have apples? The
She-
horses. Horse
I
apple.
don't
Apples.
think I have any apples right now. No,
I
I'm
clipped
sorry.
it. I clipped it. Hold on.
Thanks.
Yeah,
no,
no,
It's
no.
titled the Jesse Squeal.
Alright.
Well, thank you. And she looks at Sam. Thank you very much. Please do enjoy. She's a very sweet girl. Can
I
do?
already enjoy.
Yep. This dog is just sleeping, and if you pick her up and she just cuddles into you and sleeping.
She'll go on my other.
Yep.
Dude, if
She'll
you
be
get
a shoulder puppy.
if you get hit with an AoE spell, you're fucking killing two animals, man.
Just like the frogs.
Fuck.
So.
Do
Is
you
there
have a
anything else?
collar and a leash that I could?
Oh, of course. And she grabbed. Oh, what color would you like?
To
Blue.
go purple.
Camo.
Purple. I can
Pink
make
camo,
that happen.
please.
She goes and she does bring back. It's small, so it won't last forever, but a small collar and leash. Basic
Would I
leash.
be
It's
able to
mostly
get
just a rope.
bigger collar for when she gets bigger.
Well, you paid full price. Why not? She gives you a bigger one as well.
Yay!
You mean paid
So
full
let's just say, for the
price?
sake of the mechanic, you don't have to worry about. You have a 5-foot rope leash, and collars. You'll always have a collar. Don't worry about it. Mechanically, don't worry about it. She will supply you with that. So, is there anything else I can help any of you with?
I'm potentially interested in a raven.
I'm afraid I don't have any ravens here at the moment.
Do you have any pigeons that you have painted black?
Not currently.
Not right now. Give me a few minutes and a bucket of paint.
Give me some black paints and a few moments. I'll find one for you. You can name it Raven.
That's so Raven.
Otherwise, I do
Do
have some
you-
hawks you could name Raven if you were so inclined.
Do you ever see ravens in this area? For your
Not
shop?
very much. No. Not around here.
I kind of had my heart
Maybe
set.
the dragon kind of takes care of those.
Probably true. Maybe I'll stop back by at some point. Check back in.
Stack bomb?
You can always check. I've only ever had a couple here, but it's worth a shot.
How long have you
never-
been running the store?
Oh, myself.
Two.
Probably the last 50 years or so.
How many? What?
The last 50 years or so.
Whoa.
Don't let my good looks fool you. I'm very, very old.
You look
How
great
old is
for
very old? I
very
bet I'm
old.
older.
You're very cute. I look at 6.
She tries to ignore you.
He said worse.
I asked if she
Um,
knows anyone that's 750 years old. Or more. Probably
She
more.
thinks for a moment.
You do now.
My grandmother may be approaching that age.
I need someone that could answer some questions. Well, back then.
About back when?
About 750 years in the past.
She kind of raises an eyebrow. What? Perhaps you have better luck at the library.
Where's that?
Oh, that's if you were to, I'll just on the map. I'll show you. She'll explain. It is sort of in the center here of what you guys are calling the suburbs.
In the middle of the road. Got it.
It's a large building. She said you can't miss it.
Jason's hitting
Okay.
that toke. He's hitting that toke. He's toking it up. He's toking it up. That's a flashlight.
Oh!
Fucking got me.
Jason has a flashlight.
Hey,
No, a
you
flashlight.
believe I was running the library.
He's got 2 flashlights.
Is that a weed pen?
Oh my god,
Is that
Jason.
a weed?
He's smoking a flashlight. Quick, get the batteries out of him.
I'll
Did
smoke
you
this.
guys want to do anything else here at Bugs, Bears, and Beyond?
I would like to.
I'm good.
Can I feed the fish?
Certainly. She will allow you to feed the fish.
I feed the
Where
fish.
is
You
the
feed the
bear?
fish. You the last bear I had, I sold to a local tavern.
A local tavern? Where?
Probably wherever the tavern is locally.
I want to see this bear. You guys, we gotta see this bear.
Bears are big and
Yeah,
scary.
we can go see the bear.
It's
Done
actually,
shopping.
it's at the Gobble Inn.
Oh my fucking god.
We
I
might
don't-
be staying there.
Sure. if
Because
you'd
of the
like.
bear, not because of the
It is one of the larger taverns, I suppose. And inns, for that matter.
Neat.
Epic.
Just eat up, right?
Alright, on to the magic shop, right?
Wizards of the Coast, TM.
All right, you guys are heading to Wizards of the Coast. Just another block down the road. This building is smaller up front, but you can see it looks like there is a small building constructed at the road, and then a much larger, almost warehouse-like structure attached to it from behind. So it's like a tiny house with a huge
House.
depot attached to it. So like there's just this looming wall over this cute little shop front. But as you enter, you are greeted immediately by sigils and runes and glowing globules of light and
Say that word again.
globules?
Light.
One more time.
light.
almost there.
Light.
Nope.
Glowing globules of light
Thank you.
and just various things that glow faintly
just-
throughout the shop.
I just watched him come.
And there's a hunched over man with a long white beard and fine purple cloaks. Kind of
How fine.
finer than yours at first glance.
Is his purple matching ours?
It's deeper.
Ooh, how deep? How many-
So
How many- how many
like
inches?
balls deep. Balls deep purple.
Hold it. I want to make you a color, like a shirt that
Blue
is
balls.
the color balls deep purple.
as soon as you enter, he's kind of like hunched over. He's behind a counter and hunched over, doing who knows what. It's a rather high counter that comes up almost to his chest, and so you can only just kind of see like the top of his head. But he looks up and he's just this old withered man, with a long white beard that he starts stroking immediately as you enter. He says, "Welcome, welcome to Wizards of the Coast. How can I help you?"
TM.
Well, actually,
Fucking simmer.
I have multiple questions.
You found me.
His jaw's open and unhinged.
That's a deal breaker.
Actually, it's
Yeah, that's a
rad.
deal breaker.
I have a question.
Oh, I might be able to help you.
Do you have a scroll of magic spells that are on scrolls?
What spells might you be looking for?
Do you happen to have maybe find familiar?
Oh, what did you want that for?
To find familiars.
Yeah. Yeah, my eyes just kind of, Well, I believe it would be good for scouting, keep me safe out in the world, have eyes elsewhere that's not in my head. And Angus can only do so much.
To have eyes.
That's true.
I don't know that I have any on hand, but I could certainly procure one for you.
Do you have any files of what spells you do have on hand?
I could certainly take a look. Give me one moment here.
Why is it that
See.
every person we meet is either super young or super old? There's like no middle ground.
Do you
No,
have a
the
shirt
elf you just
that
spoke to
even
was,
if
like,
someone
middle-aged?
rips it off, it can go back on.
Let's see. So I will tell you, just for the sake of brevity, I'll tell you right now. He has pretty much
The
any
ugly.
cantrip. Pretty much any cantrip you can think of. And most. Let me see here. How do you find? I have like a system here. I don't have specific spells because that's stupid. He has, yeah, pretty much any cantrip right now, and most level 1 through 3 spells.
He just didn't have the one I asked for.
He does not have Find Familiar, no.
Oh, this is weird.
Otherwise, he could make you one. It would take some time, or he can make scrolls of higher levels as well.
How long and what would the cost be for us for find familiar?
If I were to make you a scroll, give me one night and
Wait, is this an indecent proposal situation? Is that what you mean by one night? Give me one night.
give me one night with you, and 175 gold.
How much?
175 gold.
Hey, I have to plug my laptop in, and I forgot to do it earlier, so give me like 15 seconds.
I forgive you for now.
Ned.
Well, I don't.
Ned Flanders.
Fine.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Does she have any
Don't do
immovable rods?
Oh yeah, are there any magical items here?
Ah, you're looking for magic items. That I have.
What do you
What do
got?
you got?
Oh, I have plenty of fun things on me. And he kind of like scoots around, but it takes him like a good 3 seconds to do a 180. He scoots around. He's like, I have this, and he just like tosses over his shoulder. He tosses a glove onto the counter behind him. I have this. I have that. He throws a robe. I have this, and clank, clank, clank. There's like a little like it looks like a thermos on the counter. I have this. He throws a ring up there, and this, and he throws like a little wand. He says, yeah, that's it for now.
Do you perhaps have a blade hilt
We'll take him.
that has a laser that comes out as a sword?
What noise does it make?
And Sam
catch
says,
them.
and when you let it out, it goes.
Best would move to pick up the cloak and say, "What does this do?"
I hand him 175 gold.
Okay. He says, okay, come back tomorrow at the same time, and I'll have it prepared for you.
Well, also with that, can I give you 10 more gold to get some charcoal, incense, and herbs that would allow me to cast the spell?
That can be provided, of course.
All right, then I hand him 10 more gold.
Yep. And he will give you the supplies.
Sweet.
And when you pick up the robe and you look at it, and it's filled with patches. Like there's a patch that looks like a dagger, a patch that looks like a metal dice, a patch that looks like a ladder, a patch that looks like a horse. It's just covered in various patches.
Shoots and ladders?
And he says, that, my friend, is a robe of useful items. That right there.
What?
Is a robe of useful items.
What sorts of useful items?
Well, take a look at it. Everything you see, you simply remove the patch. And it becomes.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it.
Well, if you'd like to pay for me to do so, I can use.
Oh, I'm a little low on funds. I just bought a spell. You understand.
Right. Yes, of course. Well, let me tell you. And he points to like the patch of a dagger, and he says, "This right here. If I were to remove this patch, another one would take its place, and then a dagger would form in my hand.
Wait,
But-
another patch would take its place?
Yes, but
What is the next patch going to be?
another dagger. But once you do
Is
it
the
twice,
exact same dagger as the old one?
yes.
Oh, twice.
Once you do it twice, it is gone
Not bad.
forever.
Does it get replaced with another patch of a different kind then?
No.
How many
That's
patches are on it?
Well, there are 2, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 patches total. Well, you can only see 10, but there's 2 of each.
Can you count again to make sure?
And he says, of course.
Sam
1,
walks
2, 4,
outside.
6,
6,
8.
15, 27.
Ah, you stop that!
I smile at him.
He just like, he grimaces at you.
What were some of the other items he threw?
There is a white glove. There's a what seems to be some sort of
Michael?
container, like
What's
a
the glove do?
otherwise there's a wand and a ring. He says, the glove, this is a very, very unique one. One might even say homebrewed. This this one, if you have any magic users amongst you, and he looks at Zelfer and kind of sticks his tongue out at Zelfer.
I wave.
They can take some time to imbue several spells into this glove. And they can be used by anyone who wears the glove, even if they don't know how to use magic themselves.
What if they do know how to use magic themselves?
Well, then why would they wear the glove?
Some people just like to be fashionable.
It does look
Like
quite
you.
nice.
You look for those robes are phenomenal.
I
Must
know.
have-
Can I take a look at the ring, please? Please? What's the
No.
ring do?
The ring. This one is fun as well. The ring allows you to teleport, but only once.
There's only one use?
You teleport anywhere you'd like once, with up to 8 other creatures. Then it's gone forever.
Where
the
can
ring
you
is gone or
teleport
the
to?
magical powers?
Anywhere on this
You-
plane you can teleport to.
Name 3
This
places.
plane.
You could teleport to the Grand Hall. You could teleport to 100 miles up and fall to your death for all I care. And you could teleport to the Gobble Inn. 3 places right there. You're welcome.
So many people talk about the Goblin. Is it a very good place?
It's fun. It's very fun.
Name 3 things you can do there.
Can you do bowling there?
You can drink. You can drink. You can wrestle a bear. And you can mind your own business.
We can go wrestle a bear, you guys!
I don't think we can
Hey,
actually.
Jesse, can you fucking stop?
No.
What does the wand do?
It patches up your wounds.
How many times? 3?
That
Okay.
depends on the day.
Exactly that many.
Sometimes 3, sometimes 7.
It's very
Does
inconsistent.
it depend by how much it helps heal a person?
I feel like everybody has headshots going. So I kinda
No, it depends on
There we go.
what the wand feels like doing that day.
Is there a tiny person in the wand?
No,
I'm
it's
kidding,
just
I
a
know there's
wand. Okay.
Is that what happens to Zelfir when you randomly? What is your wild magic? Is it a wand of wild magic?
Good talk, Silver.
Good talk.
There's no little person inside
Can
of
we
me.
get an ohm counter?
There's a little person inside of you.
There's not.
I like it.
You got me saying it more because I'm conscious of it. Well, wild magic is interesting, as I hate the fact that you can't control it. But you know,
Oh!
it creates a lot of fun things. I can, if you give me 10 minutes, I can tell you exactly what the wand does.
Oh,
But I don't want to step on his shoes. It is his items, and if he wishes to tell you what they do, that's up to him. If we purchase it, then it's our item, and I will touch it. Oh, I'll touch it
I'm
so
okay.
hard.
I'm not. I'm okay without the wand. So, if anybody else is interested,
Do you
Go
have
ahead
any
and do
shoes
that.
that would make him move faster?
me.
No, I don't, but if you bring me a pair of shoes for a price, I could do custom enchantments such as that.
How much is the
Ah.
price?
Well, how fast do you want to go?
Well, let's say his current movement speed was 40.
What's that
You
mean?
want to double that.
If he could run in 6 seconds, let's say in 6 seconds, he can move 40 feet. Could we make it 60?
Could you make it 80?
You want to
What
run
about
10
100?
feet per second. Well, if you were to give
That was
me...
hot. Good burp, dude. I heard the juices come up.
Make it
Gross.
500 gold in a few days. I could provide something that could make you exponentially faster. Yes.
Finna pass on that.
Custom enchantments are quite the
Zelfa,
task.
what does finna mean?
Well, you see, F stands for fuck. I stands for if.
He's thinking of this on the spot, and it's actually kind of impressive.
Because he came up with an F and an I.
It stands for fuck if newts. Neuter. Alligators.
So, any other magical items or anything besides the ones that he has tossed upon the table?
Besides the ones he has tossed upon the table. Also, I'll just, for the sake of brevity, he has the glove, which he told you you could put 3 spells into, and non-magic
Okay.
user could use it. There's a robe of useful items. He points out
Okay.
the container is a decanter of endless water. There's
Does
the
that have
single
endless
use.
water in it?
Probably.
How
There's
mu-
the single use ring
how
of
much,
teleportation and a wand of healing.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what he. That's
Wand
what
of-
he's
okay.
shown you.
How much is that decanter?
I don't know. How much do you want to give me?
I'd love to give you 200 gold pieces for.
Hmm. Hmm.
I would have said 10 gold.
200 gold for
I don't think
endless water.
He doesn't know how to barter. He starts way too high.
Did I?
There's no lowballing involved.
I was thinking more in the realm of 400. That's endless water. Endless.
We could meet in the middle. 300.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes. I have to
It's
click
big.
away from this puppy first.
How dare you?
Whoops, that was not what I meant to click. The other P one. There we go.
You just pouring
You just start
all
punching
over
him.
his screen.
All right. Okay. Not very persuasive.
I don't see anything.
I don't even see
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it says 10 for me.
That's a 10?
Yeah. Are
Okay.
we not seeing me for some reason?
No,
Yeah,
we're
I'm
not seeing that.
it. I'm sure it'll catch up eventually, and it's just being stupid.
I'm gonna roll something to see if it pops up.
I see 6 is typing poop. Zelford,
I typed poop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine
poop.
popped up.
Mathematics.
weird. I'll take your word for it though, since it's a low roll.
I mean, it was a nat 20, actually.
I mean, he could easily pick up his tablet and show us his screen.
This is true. This is true.
It's a 10. It's a 10.
Okay.
All right.
And it says, tell you what, 350 and a firm handshake.
Give me one moment here. I'm just
What,
Perhaps not
300?
too firm. Perhaps not too firm. My AC is very low.
300.
What?
I pull out my sword and I swing. I'm kidding.
You just start killing him.
Okay.
The dragon said to beehive. I'm beehiving.
We forgot to ask you to be at the pet shop.
I pull out 350 and I go to shake his hand.
Okay. And he shakes your hand, and it is a frail old man hand.
If we kill him,
I
we
try
get
not
all
to
the
break
items
him.
for free.
So 350 gold. You have yourself a decanter of endless water. That is a great price for for
Yeah.
that item.
I am gonna get so creative with that bitch.
Yeah, honestly, that's meant to be way more expensive, but I'm excited to see what you do with it, so I said,
Please,
fuck
water
it.
for me with it.
Mr. Six, we can hold someone down and put it in their mouth until they die.
That's the
Yeah.
kind of use I like to
Something-
see.
You can put a rag on their face and just rag continuously so that they
You-
feel like they're
You
drowning.
could drown somebody with it, or you could provide water for people who are dying, but, it's your decanter now.
I feel like
Maybe
this is
I'll
one of those
just keep it in my
morality
backpack
puzzles.
for a while.
I'm sorry, several people talked at once.
I think it was just me and Jason, but Jason, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Minnesota
I'm
nice
not actually.
motherfucker.
I don't really remember what I said, but that's okay.
Said something
Okay.
about keeping
Oh,
it in your
I
backpack.
said maybe I'll keep it in my backpack for a while.
Do you have a backpack?
Sure.
I do.
He
Yeah.
sure does, man. It's a pack, and it's on his back.
Shit.
Fuck up, Olin.
Otherwise, my services include custom enchantments and identifying of items. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
I can do that. Wait, you make money for that?
Uh,
Can I start charging people?
Wait, you get paid for this?
Do you not make money for it?
Well, I do it for my friends, but no one else ever asks me to do much. Angus does. I pull out my jar and go, Angus, put it away.
Thanks, that's fair.
Well, unless there's anything else I
Last-
can do for you, my name is.
Last
oh,
quick question
yes.
would be, would you have anything or be able to enchant anything to make a person more dexterous?
To make a person more dexterous in general.
Well, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 20, making it maybe a 19.
I could prepare custom enchantments that would make you move more swiftly. That would be quite pricey.
I understand. What should I start saving up for?
For a minor +1 to your dex score, you would be looking at first providing me with some form of outerwear or armor to enchant, and then
Can it be underwear?
he seems to be, he's like pointing at the air and seems to be doing some sort of calculation in his head. I'd put that in the realm of 600 to 700 gold.
Okay. How about for slightly more powerful incantation
Of the same variety.
of the same variety? I
Mm.
mean, what would the range be? Let's go 600 or 700 to what's the top out?
For the top out, the top, what you're looking at 5,000
Drop
gold at
top.
least. You give me quite
And that
some
would,
time and quite some gold, I can make some marvelous things happen, young man.
Name 3
I
things.
will believe that.
I can make your penis grow exponentially. And that won't
deal.
need
That's a good
magic.
Deal.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow at approximately insert time here.
Of course,
Good
of
call.
course. Your name,
Zelfa with a Z.
Zilfer. You understood. My name is Alwyn. There might be somebody different here tomorrow. Just let them know that Alwyn is working on your enchantment and that your name is Zilfer. Alwyn.
Alwyn for Zilfer.
For Zilfer. Yes.
It's
Yes.
not someone. Zelfer.
Zelfer.
Zel.
Zel.
in
Zelly. Zel.
Zell.
Nope,
Mr.
Zelfa.
Zelly. For Mr. Zelly it is. The one who blinks strangely.
I do blink strangely.
That's true.
I will. He starts just. He's just like literally writing all of this down on parchment, like Zel,
I look at the
Zelly,
parchment.
Zelfer, Zelfir. Yep, it's just
Do you
everything.
have any? Do you have spell paper parchment?
Oh, of course.
What would
Oh,
63 silver get me?
63 silver.
So 6 gold.
You want 6 gold worth of fine paper and ink?
Just the paper. Yeah, paper and ink.
Won't get you. Well, if you're looking for the magical variety, it won't get you a lot, but
Well, I do need enough to transcribe that spell.
That very well may do.
Alright, I'll hand him 60 silver.
And he gives you some, and he says that won't doesn't quite cover it, but here, yeah, and he just gives you some more. You already purchased the spell. It's not a very hard one for me to create, and you're first time customers, so since he agreed to
Don't
pay more
spill
than
that
he
ink.
wanted to for the decanter, I'll give you a bit of a discount,
Thank you.
Mr.
I'll make sure to
Zilver,
thank-
Zelly Zill.
I'll make sure to thank him later.
That was awkward. Anything else for the rest of you?
No, but you can expect him back in the future.
Yes,
That
of course. I'll
wasn't a
see you
question.
the future tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Out with you then. I have work to do. Out.
I walk out.
Peace.
I follow.
It's priests,
Well,
actually.
Oh,
So,
What to next?
I ask if we can go to the weapon.
Percival would happily agree with that.
Alright,
the
let's go. Weapons?
Weaponsmith.
yeah, you can head to Metal Matters. There's one of the
God damn it.
closest
metal matters.
smithy.
Yes, it
smithy.
does.
I swear to God, if it's fucking Urkel as your fucking Smith,
Hold on.
I'm a fucking. I'll fuck you up, man.
It's
I was live when that show was on the air.
So,
So-
did I.
You guys
Oh,
make your
okay.
way over to it's. I mean, most of the shop. Now that you're here, you can see there's more than what was just told to you. There's this place called the Mind's Eye. There's what appears to be there's some strange long building with flashing lights coming from within that's unmarked, and then the other buildings that were mentioned to you, such as Bugs, Bears, and Beyond. And
I feel like the building with flashing lights may be a plot point.
It doesn't have giant arrows that say Holden wants you to.
There's this other thing that has a cool name. There's
that
the
the inn
long
where we wanted
building
to
with
go?
strobe lights that's unmarked.
the building with the flashing lights is unmarked. Yeah.
Is it a space shuttle?
I look at the sky. Do you want me to go in there?
Up to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's up to you, mortal.
I head to the. I follow.
The giggle at the end was the best part.
You
It's
guys.
up to you, mortal.
Alright, you guys make your way to Metal Matters. It is not so much a building as much as it is like an enclosure. Because most of the you can see the metal works. You can see there's this large area for smithing with steam rising. And there's this very bulky and a little tall, little large for his race dwarf sitting there just hammering away at something. Just ting, ting, and he kind of sees you guys approaching.
I do
He
that.
goes back to ting, ting, ting.
I
Scrub.
mimic the noise, but off beat of him. So if he goes tink, I make another one as the hammer comes up.
So you guys are just hearing tink, 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 tink,
Does it seem to
tink.
does it throw him off a little bit?
Not in the slightest.
I make it faster.
Tink, tink, tink,
Hey,
tink, tink,
I'd
tink,
like-
tink, tink.
I'd like to spend gold here.
Oh, gold. Good, good. Oh, welcome.
I do that?
Welcome, welcome. Name's Will. Well, I'm the smith.
God damn it!
They call me Will the Smith. How can I be of assistance?
Will
I
the
feel a
Smith.
little Jaden about this.
Jesse.
Look at how disappointed Claire is. Actually, Holden, you're probably used to it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how often do you guys?
How can I help you? What do you want? I'm busy.
Are you busy?
I'm busy.
You may be busy, but my pockets are lined, and I are itching to spend on a new sword.
A new sword. What kind of sword?
Preferably one that can be held and swung. I'm not
A
greedy.
sharp one.
Well, all right. Well, give me. He actually. I'll tell you what. And he walks away and comes back with just a very plain, like, iron sword. There you go. You can hold and swing this.
What? Okay, let me rephrase. I don't want to downgrade. I say pulling
Can
out my
Bess
own blade.
pick up the sword?
You can pick it up. It's a short sword.
Yep. Yeah. I violently swing it around.
I lift my knife up
Make a
and stone
general
my
dex
shield
check.
and lift it.
What is that?
Make a general dexterity check.
Boy. Let's see if I can do that with you.
God, I'd fuck
No,
Kakashi.
my shield is out.
Jason just nods solemnly as he
And,
knows Six is about to get slashed.
Sorry, this is Dex, you said?
General dexterity check.
General Dex?
Am I going for that?
General
Go.
dex.
General's dicks.
Wait, how do I don't
It's
know how to do
under
that. I'm
skills
sorry.
at the bottom.
Bottom. Ah!
See, unskilled STR.
There we
dex.
go. Did I get it?
You did.
Yay.
Yeah, you did. 11. Okay. Six, as she's always standing quite close to you. You hear the, like, as it's, like, swung by your face, and you just, and you kind of fly back away from it, as she just, starts swinging it around wildly. And,
no, one of you guys.
That
and the
does
dwarf
appear
just,
to be a dangerous.
the burly dwarf is just like, I like you.
Do you have one that can one up this? I say bringing out the black blade and setting it in front of him.
He starts inspecting it. This is. Where did you get this?
I don't like to talk about it.
Ah. Thieving type, huh? I don't judge. I don't judge. Hey, he raises his hand. I
yes,
don't judge. I don't judge.
I stole it from.
Very progressive of you.
You stole it from Direwood, didn't you?
Well,
We are the royal.
technically.
Hello, we are the royal court of Direwood.
Let me tell you a little.
As I wave.
And looks at you
Percy
guys.
cracks a grin and extends a hand. He goes, "Percival Crafton, son of the king."
The king. He
Previous
extends
king.
his. He shakes your hand, but he's just kind of like looking at you, like, "What are you on about?" like, well,
I look over at Six
Your
and go, "Told you he wouldn't believe me."
Majesty.
Oh, the current king is that one. I point at Sam.
He
Here
looks at
comes
Sam.
the explaining and nobody understanding part.
Not
you
you
know-
to be a rat.
Right. You blink funny. You're a prince. You're a king. You're a rat.
Oh,
No,
man,
I
his
was a
tattoos
rat. I'm
change
not
days.
a rat anymore.
His tattoos stand on the daily.
He just blinks.
I blink back really uncomfortably close, like.
Wow. Now we can see it, and I hate it.
Tug away. Stop drinking green.
This stream is brought to you by
What?
Quick Cruncher.
What? What kind of? I don't. Hold on. Let me look at the stats of your sword.
It's 3d6 bludgeoning. Oh, I said the black
Bludgeoning?
blade.
Gluten.
Well, he's looking at this. I'm here to remind you guys that this stream.
All right.
Hey Blake.
Yeah?
This stream.
By Glock. By Glock.
Brought to you
this
by
stream-
Airsoft.
Brought to you by Drag.
I can't see.
You're in
what's on
drag?
Yeah.
Why are you in drag?
This stream brought to you by butterfly knives in general. Release
This
your
stream-
brought to you
release
by
your
Obi-Wan.
inner butterfly.
Nope, this stream is brought to you by Jason's dog.
Dude.
It's too big, it won't fit in the
That looks
thong.
so good with the vapes.
You're done. I hate you, Jesse. I hate you goddamn much.
You know it does though.
He tells you, if I'll be perfectly honest, I could make you something almost as good as this, but this is some fine crafting. If you give
Is
me
he
more
looking at-
time, yeah.
Is he looking at the royal blade or the black blade?
Were we not looking at the royal blade?
I said black
Alright,
blade
he
and then
said
you
black.
said Direwood and I was like, oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, the black blade.
That's why you were like, where'd you get it? And I was like, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, I was thinking the royal blade.
No, I mean,
misunderstanding.
I'd pull both of them out if he wants to see them, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then that's what he would say about the royal blade.
I fixed it, don't worry.
As for the black blade, he would look at it and said, and this one's from.
Probably a different plane of existence. I haven't figured that one out yet.
I believe you. I could, if you gave me a couple days to study it, I could probably improve it.
I'll come back to you with an answer from the blade.
Listen, is there anything else you guys want, or
Yes.
I don't know how I.
Yes.
Yes,
good, man. I'm
yes,
good.
yes, 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 yes.
Yes,
Summon my sword with my shield. And I ask him what he knows about it.
It's well, that one, the big flat one you use to block attacks, the long pointy one you use to do attacks.
Alright, smartass. They came from priests 750 years ago.
Well, then how the fuck would I know anything about it?
You don't know shit about metal? Maybe how it was made? Can you make it better?
Give him here.
Can you make it worse?
Set him down. Set him down. And he starts inspecting them. Oh, what the hell is this?
That's a sword. You use it to.
He points at you. He
the
points.
big flat
Yeah.
one.
He points at you and he's like, all right.
I look at him and make the minor illusion tinging.
ting, 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 ting. Claire, you wouldn't happen to have my stream up, would you?
No.
No, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Nobody's in chat. Nobody of
I
importance
like
in
that
chat.
answer.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, is Brandon here?
No, not even slightly.
Brandon!
He I'll be honest. Tell you what, I could listen. This is a little odd, but there's a fortune teller in town.
Does she tell the fortunes?
She's odd, but she's usually right. She can tell you about the past once. If you go to her and ask about it, maybe she could tell you something more about it.
See,
But this
I
is
already know about the past. It was created and given to me. But I was wondering if
priests.
you could make it better. No, in Direwood, when Direwood was founded.
I thought you said it was Prishan make.
It is Prisha make.
Wait, when Direwood, how old are you?
787?
He just starts rubbing his eyes. That's not how being a human works.
How would you know?
Because I've seen plenty die!
Yeah, well, I'm alive.
Right.
Can you make it better?
I can try. Listen, I'll tell you what. No upfront cost. Leave one of them here with me. I'll take a look and see what I can do. See what I can learn. This is a strange material.
Okay, I'll leave you my sword then.
Right.
And
leave
then-
that here.
One more question.
Ah.
My armor. I don't quite remember who made my armor, but maybe you could tell me what kind of metal it is. Because I need to get a hole in the center fixed, or unpatched and then repatched.
He looks at it.
I fucking tap my fucking class and summon my.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. He immediately spots the. It's
show him
pretty.
the hole where it was hastily.
Yeah, the
fucking
patch
patched.
is actually like pretty well hidden. They kind of match the color pretty well, but he finds it right away. He's like, this. Oh, this is actually a fine job. I don't know if there's much more I can do for you about this. I don't know what the fuck this is made out of, but if you wanted to leave that here too, I could take a look. This is all some very strange stuff. You're sure this is Prishan?
The armor, I'm not sure. The weapon and the
Pretty sure.
shield are.
If you want to leave it here, I can take a look.
Very well. I'll fucking take my clasp off.
Okay.
Actually, no.
And because then the armor just
No, yeah,
disappears.
I just take the armor off, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. It takes you a
How
few
long that
minutes. And you're not used to having to do it, so it might take a little longer. But yeah, you take it all off piece by piece, and he's immediately examining it. You can see like he is entranced by this strange material.
Like, how the fuck do I get this thing off?
Yeah,
Never
you're
had
like,
to
wait,
take it off.
wait, is there like a strap? What's going? Hold on. And he starts helping you take it off. It doesn't take too long.
And I apologize. I've never had to take this. It just
It's never happened.
goes on and off.
Jesus Christ. This is why we never get anything
I thought
done.
he was coming out to beat my ass for a minute. I'm really glad he stayed in the room.
Well, I was gonna say,
Why
what
would
did you
why
do
would I
wrong?
yeah.
I'm the one who did it.
Oh well. Okay. Is there anything else I can help you guys with?
I'm good. I'm good.
Right. Well,
If you can make a sword that mimics the one that I have, the royal one, that would be cool to twin wield swords that aren't varying weights like the ones I have right now.
I can make you something similar. Again, this is very, very fine make. I have to give you credit. It's a very nice sword. I could try.
You could certainly try.
I would have to roll for it.
Several times.
Yeah, really.
How much would you estimate a sword of that make to be?
The value of your sword.
No, the sword that you will make me if you so choose to. No, the
give
sword
me-
you will make me.
Give me a week or less. Give me between 5. Give you 5 days. And when I'm done with it, depending on how well I do, honestly, 500, maybe less.
I don't
It's
have that much
that's
right now.
that's my ballpark estimate.
We
I don't know what a
let's hope I
ballpark
have-
is. Nobody's invented bossy
I
ball
can
yet.
teach you, I can teach you.
That's just Bossy Ballpark estimate.
We'll see if I have that much when the time comes.
Was I the only one that got that joke?
There's nobody
There's
below
no
you
one
on
below
stream.
you.
Oh.
Hold on, wait, hold it up
I
again. Hold it
have
up
mine
again.
open.
Hold it up again. Hold on.
Holden,
Now it's
Holden's
big
on,
dumb.
Got
on
him.
below you for me.
Got him.
See?
Got him.
Okay. So, Jason, for you, Holden's the big dumb.
Ow.
Should have been Jesse.
On stream, Isaac was the big dumb.
Oh shit.
I'm actually crying right now.
Don't. We can see that's false at this point.
Yeah.
I'll cough into the microphone. Don't test.
Whoa.
Is there anything else you guys would like from the blacksmith? From Will the Smith?
Will, do you come from a big family of Wills?
Do you have a daughter named Jada?
Okay.
Or
Have
a
you,
son named what the fuck's his name?
Jaden?
Willow.
Oh yeah, Willow.
Yeah,
and
it's Willow and
Jaden.
Jaden. What the?
Do you know if there was any family of like 10 to 15 years ago who lost a son?
Here?
Somewhere around here, probably of wood elf descent. Maybe 20.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, Claire's becoming a titty streamer.
No, I was reaching for my orange juice.
This is how we get Holden to have more than 3 viewers.
I'll reach for the juice again.
Boom! Instantly to 40.
You get like 6 different raids. They all have like 20 people. Sorry.
Um.
Okay, are we done here?
Are you done here? We came here for you.
Yeah, I'm done. Are you
What?
guys done here?
Mr. Will, are you done
Yes.
here? Then
I think
love
he's done
you.
with us. Yeah.
Beehive as I walk out.
Beehive. Beehive.
Beehive.
Good
on
sir.
my way out.
Okay.
Okay. I do believe we were also going to head to the workshop area.
The
The
workshop is
Tinker's.
someone wants glasses that are tinted dark for the sun.
Percy raises his hand.
I believe it was Miss Beth.
Is that?
Yes, that's me. I come up with great ideas all the time.
I lean in really close to
Yes.
Bess and I go, I will kill you for a pair of sunglasses. Do not test me.
I hide behind 6.
Whoa. Easy,
I'll lean
bud.
in and go. He won't do.
I lean in and go, why are we all leaning in?
I lean in and go, I am God.
I put my
Okay,
head
voice in
out
the
and
sky, put
shake
your
it all
pants
about.
back on.
I walk towards Mr. Six. I go, can I pull you aside?
Be my
I'm
guest.
very subtle.
I pull Mr. Six aside. I go, give
Bess
me one
is still
second.
hiding
Mhm.
with him. She's scared of Percy.
Yep, I walk over to Beth. Can I pull you aside with me and Six?
Yes, yes.
I pull her
yes.
aside. I walk over to Percy. Mr. Percy, can I pull you aside real quick?
Are you just gonna pull everybody but Sam aside?
I have a plan.
Okay, sure.
Okay, then after we're all together off to the side, I look at Mr. Sam, and I move us all aside again, so he knows he's excluded. So if this is him, we were here, and
Alright.
like over here.
Zephyr,
Sam,
this is
Sam just keeps walking.
Zephyr, this is rude.
Fuck it.
Okay, we go. I just wanted to see what would happen. To be honest, I did.
Okay.
It seemed to work. He walked away.
And out the door we go.
We just follow the workshop.
Okay, this is epic.
Where would you guys like to go next?
The workshop.
The Tinkerer's workshop, please.
The
Area.
workshop with
Widget's
Tinkerers.
warehouse.
Which
Yeah.
is warehouse.
Widget's warehouse.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure,
The
Tinkerer's
Tinker's
Tinker.
workshop.
That is gonna be just a little bit of a walk. By the time you guys get there, it's gonna be maybe 5 or 6 in the evening ish.
I think it's 5 or 6-ish in the evening.
Ish.
Wait, should I say this?
It is in fact a large warehouse. The weird thing about it though is there are almost no windows. There's one large like garage in size door, and one window next to that where you can kind of peer in. Other than that, it is just a giant brick building. Very plain.
Is this the one with the flashing lights?
No. But as you kind of get close to the door, you can hear the sound of metal on metal. Smashing again, like at a smith, like the tink, 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 and you can
Ting, ting.
hear various
God damn
bubbling sounds.
Oh, I
and
missed
just
that one.
all manner of sounds of tinkering, essentially.
I just realized that Blake's literally a fucking parrot.
He really
Make a
is
noise,
self
just
as a
to go
parrot.
Tink, tink, tink.
I walk up to the door. I make the knocking noise without knocking with minor illusion. And I open the door and just walk in anyway.
Okay, you open up the door. What you see is like several rows of what looks like workstations where various peoples are working on their own projects. They're again mostly elves, but there are several gnomes, a couple dwarves, and a few humans, and they're just people all about, and none seem to pay you much attention as you walk in.
Shut up, Holden.
All right.
Yeah, shut up, nerd. Stupid nerd.
I'm so tempted to do something bad.
What types
Fireball.
of things do we see?
No.
Fireballs.
Yeah. You
do
see,
I-
you see glass work. You see metal work. You see people cutting lumber. You see basically anything you can imagine can be tinkered with. It is currently being tinkered with in here, and there's strange contraptions strewn all about. Some just mashes of like metal, looks like metal mashed together. Others look like war machines. Like this is a large space. It looks like there's one that looks like a catapult or a trebuchet, some sort of launching device on wheels that has a strange a strange like basket hanging off the side that you don't understand what the use of could be. There's strange devices in here, and many people hard at work.
What is the
is-
strangest device?
I'm gonna walk over to the colored glass that's strewn about.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you can.
Good call.
It's not too hard to find people working on glass. And you just kind of walk over, and there's a human male, looks to be fairly young, maybe mid-20s. Maybe in D&D that's like middle-aged, who knows?
It's your world, man. I'm
Yep.
just living in it.
Short, kind of like spiked up black hair. Pretty average build, and he's leaning down and just kind of examining some colored glass. You approach.
I
doesn't seem to
have an
notice
idea, and it could make you rich.
He looks up at you. You know, that's about the 50th time I've heard that.
Today?
But this
Then
time,
how many times have you been rich?
yeah, how rich are you? Damn.
Everyone comes in here with their ideas. They say, listen, we got this. You can do this great thing and make you so much money. And then we make it, and then nothing fucking happens. So what do you
Alright,
want?
let me rephrase this then. I want to make something that'll make me look fucking awesome, and I don't care whether you're gonna stop me or not. I want glass.
I mean, are you going to work on the glass yourself?
Shit, I might.
Go for it.
Fuck you, Blake.
Bro!
Put your dick and balls away.
Wow. Do you hear that? That's the sound of me being banned.
But it wasn't
Blake
real.
shows his dick on stream.
Is there anything that looks like it obviously shouldn't be touched?
Oh my god.
Like, I mean, painfully obvious.
Sam's gonna
Glass
walk
case.
outside.
Yeah, you know, there is a station that where there's a gnome hard at work, very, very carefully moving various liquids about. Painfully obvious that
Stop it.
you should not mess with the chemicals he's messing with.
Zelfer stands 5 feet away from him.
Okay. He is so very concentrated on what he's doing.
I'm just there.
Okay.
I hate this. I hate the air around him.
Blake has a
confident I
menacing
don't like
aura
it.
when he plays D&D.
Sam's just like playing with rocks.
You have a dog. Why are you playing with rocks?
All right, Sam's playing with his puppy.
What the fuck?
Dude, is your memory that whack?
It's that bad. I already forgot about that.
Your
When's the
dog's
last-
like getting dragged along by the chain.
When's the last time you fed your
Did you-
cat?
Recently, actually.
Did you do
Before
your
we got,
glass?
Yeah, I'll grab some glass and start working on it. Why not?
Have you ever worked with glass?
Not a chance, but I'm doing it.
Okay, so
Shattering
what are you?
nose.
You were just gonna grab some glass. It's easy enough. Like there's you can find a pane of glass, just plain glass.
I want it to be dark colored. Is it dark colored?
There's okay. So there's plain. They're like rectangular panes of glass. Otherwise, there are various shards and different shapes and sizes of other colored glasses kind of strewn about the area.
I would like to first look for 2 matching shards of a dark color, but if not, grab a dark pane.
Okay. Roll investigation.
You know what? Maybe I will.
I don't think you should.
You're probably right, but that's not stopping me.
Nothing ever does.
Okay. You're able to find it looks like they came from the same pane. 2 maybe 1 foot by 1 foot panes of dark red glass. They're kind of jagged. Looks like they were smashed, but and the young guy is just watching you.
How similar? Like similar enough to look decent together.
I mean, they're they're a bit large for sunglasses.
Can I roll a history on what I know about glassworking?
Do you?
Maybe I read a book about it in the Royal Library or something.
You know what? Go ahead, roll for it.
I was gonna say he almost that.
Yeah, no, you have no fucking clue.
Okay.
You've never once worked with glass. The young man pipes up. Do you want some help?
I mean, you didn't want to make any gold off of it, so I'm inclined to not let you help.
No, you approached me and you made it sound like you had this great idea, and then I do it, and then I get rich. I'm saying
mean-
if you want me to make something, you pay me. Done. Bang. Boom.
But that wouldn't be as authentic
it's a good
as
idea.
me making it myself.
All right,
But
go
then
for it.
again, I don't give a fuck. Do you want to get paid?
Yeah, I want to get paid.
All right.
Do you want to get
Yeah.
laid? Gatorade.
Whoa.
What are you
This
trying to
one is
do?
brought to you by Gatorade.
I have this idea for an item called.
Get Yade.
Hear me out.
I'm
They are
listening.
these. Oh, I fucking hate watching green get drinked. It's literally the worst part of the night. I almost got it.
Remember all the times he's drank brown?
No.
I mean,
Thanks, Jason.
this is
imagine-
black.
2 colored lenses with a wire frame wrapped around them. Now,
What-
not only
I think glasses exist, right?
Glasses certainly exist.
imagine imagine glasses, but darker, and they block the sun.
Why? You want to obscure your vision on
That's
purpose.
not.
So
Yeah,
you don't gotta
sure.
squint.
You know,
No,
we got hats for that.
No, hats are for pussies, dude.
But that doesn't stop the brightness of the rest of the world from assaulting your eyeball, does it?
How sensitive are your eyes?
Listen, I just want to look cool. I think I would look cool. Is that a sin?
So, what you
Yes.
want? You want me to make you a pair of glasses that are made with dark stained glass?
Yes, but I don't want them to be prescription.
You don't want what?
I don't want them to be custom made to help someone see better. I just want regular glass.
You just want plain old glass.
Yes.
Colorful glass.
Dark?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Do you want them to be circular, ovals, rectangles?
Hold on, I have to look up the shape of the glass that the...
I would take a very small set of blue lenses. I think they
I
look
would
neat.
like... No, not the fucking band.
Please don't get sunglasses for the whole party. Can we not? You're the sunglasses gang.
Forget about the bronze toads.
Okay, I could get eyeglasses. Or I could get aviators. Fuck.
Get Elvis glasses, aviators with the hard top,
Get John Lennon ones.
thick rims.
Holden, while he's
Oh
doing
shit,
this,
I like the Elvis ones.
when he's doing this,
Hell yeah!
is there any liquid that he seems to very heavily being avoiding?
Liquid. He's
Make a
Oh, we're
We're
perception
gonna go with
check.
the aviators, so kind of the oval.
Okay. You attempt to describe to him the shape of the sunglasses.
I definitely I'd draw it out for him.
Okay.
Roll. Will you take performance?
Sure. While you're doing.
Fuck.
Okay, you do your best. It doesn't quite encompass what you want, but
Listen, as long as it looks like glasses, honestly, I have no.
kind of slowly nods his head. Listen. I guess I could get. Yeah. You know, I got somebody who can help me with this. Listen. Make it 10 gold. I'll have it by tomorrow. Fuck it. I'll
Sounds
have it
like
by
a deal.
tonight. Or did you want them tomorrow?
15 gold if you let me watch.
Sure. It's gonna take a few hours.
That's fine. I'll learn
So
how to master
creepy.
glass. It's a trade I've always wanted to master ever since I saw the Smiths working on it at the castle.
Okay.
I made that up at the spot. I'm rolling with it, baby.
Sure. Zelfer, you do notice there's nothing he's like avoiding in particular, but there is this like very bubbly green liquid that every time he moves it and pours it into something else, he's very, very careful about.
What you
Don't.
doing?
Does his best to ignore you. And this is happening as Percival he starts his work, he starts picking out some glasses,
Don't
starts,
smell my penis, cat.
he begins the process of staining it, of shaping it, and of creating your glasses.
Fuck yes.
Zelfer.
It's finally happening.
Yeah.
Is there one of those that if I tipped
Oh.
over, bad things would happen?
How close are you?
About 5 feet away.
About 5 feet away, he doesn't say anything. He's this just
I
little gnomish man,
move-
just completely ignoring you.
2 feet closer.
You see him slowly, gently, carefully put 2 vials down. And he kind of like pushes his hands away, like, they're good, they're set down.
Where's the inn that we were going to?
Goblin.
That's Anne.
Gobble Inn.
And as soon as he does this,
Goblin,
he
goblin.
whips around to you, Zelfer, and goes, "What the fuck do you want?"
What? What you doing?
Try not to fucking die! And you're not
What
helping!
happened? Well, tell me what. I want to learn what you're doing. I'm interested.
That's none of your fucking business!
Well, I can make one
Well,
of those
I
vials.
can make little... shut up!
I made hand and poke one of the vials that he was very careful with.
You what? You mage hand?
And poke one of the vials he was very careful with.
What is your goal here?
I want him to realize I want to talk to him. If he's gonna keep being mean, I'm gonna kill someone.
So you literally just like... Are you trying to like nudge the vial, or are you just tapping it?
I want to get his attention.
Is there any?
Well, he's
chance
facing you right now.
Percival
He's
sees
facing
this?
away from these vials.
Oh,
Does Percival hear this exchange?
You know, you would hear that from across. Yeah, you would hear that and look over and see Zelfer.
Behind.
Behind.
behive to you as well. What are these liquids?
I got a question for you first.
All right.
What's your fucking problem?
Oh, I have so many of those. You see, I don't know who my parents are.
You've met body the entire Brooklyn in a fucking.
I've never met my mother. As far as I know, she ran away before I was born. Do you want me to continue?
Is-
Or are you
No!
gonna-
Chair around.
Can you go away?
Can you tell me what you're doing?
I'm messing with chemicals. I'm trying to make shit.
What you trying to make?
Messing with liquids.
I'm trying. That's none of your business.
I
Oh.
hand him 2 copper.
You hold 2 copper out, and he looks at you and says, "What the fuck is that for?"
I want to know. Can it be my business?
I
Listen,
imagine just giving a defeated look. I want to know.
I'm on special orders from the Vice Pathfinder.
Oh,
Okay,
fair enough.
and from the Shield of Priest himself. I'm working for them. That's all you need to know.
All right. What is this tinkering? Is this just chemicals that you're mixing? Kind of like alchemy?
What's with all the questions?
Well, I like to learn.
Go learn
He does.
something
He
else
does like to
from
learn.
someone
This-
else.
This one interests me more because no one else is being this careful. Therefore, this is dangerous. Last time I had a mysterious liquid, I dumped it on someone's leg and blew him up.
Yeah, you stay at least 15 feet away from this bench.
I move 6 inches closer.
Here's your restraining order now. Fuck off.
Why
Gods!
would you move me? Inches
Gods! Can I get some gods in here, please?
God?
Beehive.
Hey, Holden.
Yeah.
Sam would go find a fucking church to pray up before going to bed.
Okay. So you're
Come
gonna
on,
go.
puppy.
You're gonna go take your puppy and your kitty. You're gonna go to a church, and
Yep.
then go to the
Whichever
Gobble
one I
Inn.
can- Yep.
Okay, we'll get to you in a bit. He starts calling out for guards.
I'm just like, why are you screaming? I'm not doing anything.
Percival, you're sitting here watching, like, you're still in the phase of, like, getting the right shape for the glass, and you just hear, you look over and see Zelfer's already getting guards called on him.
I'm not-
Walk over
cut
to
out.
Zelpher.
I saw Zelfer on what?
Getting guards called on him.
Best would walk over to Zelfer and like pull his arm a little bit away from the guy he's harassing.
Jesse, don't vape on me like that. Stop.
I back up 6 inches.
I continue
I'm
to
trying to
poke him
make a good
backwards,
impression
trying to
here,
back us
Zelfer.
up.
Zelfer looks really confused. Why everyone's mad at him? I just want to know if it's alchemy or
At this point, a couple of soldiers in that same dark armor you'd seen before walk up, and one of them, a high elf, looks to the gnome and says, "What's the problem here?" And he looks up. This guy, he's trying to fucking blow us all up with my chemicals.
I never said. I'm not doing. I'm standing.
He's talking about
asking-
pouring it on people's legs and shit. This guy's fucking
No,
nuts.
I've said something like that has happened, so I want to know more about it, so I can never have that issue
He
again.
just holds his hand out towards you, and the guy's he just kind of like,
Nobody cared who I
Falmer-
was until I put on the mask.
Falmer, you can't just yell at sir, your name. He looks.
I am
Zelfer.
Zelfer. I take a bow. The Royal Mage.
Royal Okay. Could you please leave this little man alone? He's
I was
very,
just wondering.
very
question.
excitable.
The gnome's like, little?
What do you mean, little?
I didn't think there was any harm in asking him some questions about what
He's-
these chemicals.
There's not, but just please leave him alone.
You were being rude about it.
Me?
Whose side are you
you.
on, Bess?
I was asking him questions and he was yelling at me.
Well,
So
because he was. You should have. You gotta read the room, my man.
There's no words in here to read. Are you okay?
Are you?
No. I'm being yelled at.
Let's leave
Okay,
right
bye.
now, immediately.
I watch the guy work.
okay. From a distance.
From 5 feet away.
From 5 feet. 5 feet. The guard who was he kind of puts his arm in between you and him, and he doesn't like push you, but he's kind of like just extending his arm towards you, just kind of like come on, let's just move away from him. Just
I back up a foot.
Don't play games. Come on.
I just want to watch.
He doesn't want you to watch. Just 15 feet, please.
Sulfur.
10 feet.
Let's step a little bit back.
Let's go see the bear.
Listen,
Get
why
over
don't you,
there.
I'm sure if you talk to some other people, they have some very fun things for sale. Talk to anyone else.
We can ask the bear questions.
The bear? What?
Well, first of all, no, you can't.
You don't know that.
Miss Bess, just because you're not an animal anymore doesn't mean you talk to all animals still. It doesn't work that way.
Maybe. So.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it.
Who? What did I say?
Okay.
Percy's like
I was-
super focused on glass right now.
I was gonna do some shopping here, but I'd be willing to leave right if that's what we need to do. Zelfer, you okay?
I just want to learn about chemicals. And alchemicals.
Every part of that statement frightens me. So,
Mr. Six, am I really someone you shouldn't trust with dangerous chemicals?
Yes.
I think yes is the only way to answer that question.
You're not there, and
I
then
know.
I look at us. You, Miss Bess, you have no clue who I am. I mean, I don't.
Been
either.
around long enough.
I look at the guard. Have you seen my mother?
Let me find my son.
I have a strange level of trust in you. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't have the chemicals. I'm just saying that perhaps another time. We're trying to make a good impression here in the city. We have other things on our plates at the moment.
I just don't know if there's anything I did wrong, to be honest. Normally I recognize Rude, but I didn't. I walked over there. I asked him a question. He started screaming at me.
You guys
asked you to
see?
leave him
Yeah.
alone and you wouldn't leave him alone.
You
He
see
never asked me to leave him alone.
the
Well,
two
he
guards.
told you to leave him alone.
You see the two guards. Kind of one whispers to the other, and the one who was silent the whole time just kind of stands there, and the other kind of approaches you, Six, and says, "Can I have a moment?"
Oh, he's pulling.
Do-
Does the guard pull him aside?
He's trying
Is
to.
this about an autograph?
Just a moment.
Oh, okay. What's up?
In response to the guard pulling him aside, I pull Bess aside.
Oh,
The opposite
okay.
direction. If they're doing this, I think we have to. It just makes more sense, you know. They're pulling them aside, so I'm pulling you aside, and so there's just this open space between us.
Yeah. The
Okay.
guy
Yes.
pulls you aside, Six, and
Sir.
he's like,
Yes, sir.
Is he your charge? Are you? Is he okay? Does he not? Is he not all there?
He's actually more bark than bite at this point.
That's bullshit, and you know it.
That's not what I said, though.
The guard's
He's,
just nodding.
He does just fine.
But does he need you around? Is he independent?
As much as we allow. Yes. Yeah.
As
No.
much
I
as you
mean,
allow.
yeah.
No,
he's-
that answers my
Child
question.
alone.
That answers my question. Please just don't let him get himself into trouble.
That is
I have better things to be doing.
definitely the last thing on my mind right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He just
Thank
gives
you.
him.
Well,
He
we're
gives a motion to the other guard, and they leave.
As Six returns, I pull Bess back. You see, pulling aside is a great method.
See, what's your favorite color?
I've only seen a few colors.
What? What colors?
Do Simic hybrids' eyes function different? How many colors can?
How many colors do you see?
My favorite color normally is dark blue because it reminds me of light blue, but it's darker.
But why would light blue then be your favorite?
It's not dark enough.
Oh, okay.
Jason.
I'm gonna use that. That's good.
What's your favorite color?
Me?
No, yes, you.
I like green
Why?
because it's just nice.
Is it racist to say I thought it would be yellow because of cheese?
Maybe speciest.
You know,
No, it
I
wouldn't
could
be.
put a voice to bullshit.
Pretty sure I was colorblind as a rat.
Can rats not
Yeah,
see color?
My favorite color when I was a rat was gray. I sometimes like darker gray. Also, light gray was kind of cool.
I mean,
Well,
it's
dark
just
gray is
normally
basically just,
gray.
you know, light gray
Mr.
but
Six,
darker,
what's your
right?
favorite color? Mr.
What?
Six, what's your favorite color?
Oh, I tend to be a blue guy myself.
What kind of blue? There's multiple kinds of blues.
This
There's light
one.
blue, sky blue, dark
Turquoise.
blue,
This one.
disappointment blue.
Orange blue.
More of a light blue, I guess. Kind of orange. That sounds.
Orange is
wrong.
not. Orange is
maybe.
not color of blue.
You say orange blue or light blue?
I kind of like light
Orange
blue.
Orange blue is not.
I mean, I have nothing
shade.
against orange blue.
You like brown as well, okay. So, Mr. Six, are you telling me what I shouldn't do is leave this building, point at the wall, and cast message to that man from the other side of the wall?
That's not
You're gonna get
what
killed.
I was
You're gonna get
going
fucking
with.
killed.
I think maybe it's best if we just left this situation alone at this point. Just a suggestion.
I'm gonna walk over to one of the guards who were talking to me.
They both left the building.
Oh. I'm gonna walk up to the person who looks most knowledgeable.
On.
Anything about
You
this
walk over to
building.
Percy.
So you're just
So what-
walking to a person.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
You walk up to some random individual who turns out to be a female human.
Hello.
And she turns around. Hi, how can I help you?
Are there turns at these stations? Like, let's say someone's been at the station for 45 minutes. Do I get to kick them off and take my turn?
No. Everybody who has a station here owns it.
Oh, all right. I did not know that. Thank you.
Of course. What do you?
Your eyes are beautiful. I walk away.
Okay. And she turns around and goes back to tinkering with some metal.
Mr. Six, I think she was into you as I walk out of the building.
I hate you so much.
I walk out of the building too.
I follow.
Okay.
All right.
We just leave Percy to die.
Well, here's what's gonna go down. So Sam has left. Sam, you would learn just some very quick asking around. You would learn that there are 3 main places of worship here. One of them is a temple to Helm. One of them is a temple
God damn it.
to Gond, and one is known as the GWC, the General Worship Center. And you learn that is the largest and
Hey, don't
contains
play with that.
many different areas for unmarked worship of whatever deity you so choose. So that would probably be the best place for you to go.
Yep.
Hey, Bean, keep
You
playing
head
with
there,
that.
and you I will tell you about your experiences there later, since we will have to wrap
Cool.
up in a little bit here. But it shouldn't affect the rest of the gameplay for tonight. So just remind me when we're done. I need to tell you about that. Let's see. Also, so the rest of you, Percy, you're gonna be. So Sam will be there for a little bit. The rest of you, where would you go other than Percy? Where would you be leaving to?
Sunglasses.
I was hoping to look for someone to talk to about maybe constructing a small, compact metal container, potentially with like a bolt-type screw section on one end, like a cap. A pipe with a screw-on cap, if you will. About, yay big around.
Are you trying to make pipe bombs?
Yes, still.
Epic.
You would learn very quickly that the warehouse would be the best place.
Nothing
for
like that exists.
No, the warehouse that you just left would be the best place for that.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I figured, but since we left, I'm good.
Walks out. Wait, shit, I needed that.
I mean, Percy's gonna be there for a bit anyway. You could always go back. Nobody's
I'm
stopping
just
you.
worried about Zelfer.
I am trying to get away from 6.
I think someone needs to get a child's leash from the store.
I got you
No,
covered, dude. I think my dog is better than him.
Thing is, I'm technically the smartest one in the party. I just have no power.
What? Where would you head, Zelfer?
Away from you.
Okay.
Oof.
Are you gonna
Are you
let him just walk
crying
out?
now? 'Cause
Okay.
I'm
Is he
crying.
if I start walking down the street, is 6 following?
Yeah, I would follow.
I take a sharp left corner and like try to dart.
Jason, I like how blue your
Zel-
room is.
Zelfer, thanks, man. I
Um,
got multiple blue.
Are you
blue
trying to
lights around
hide
here.
from him? Are you trying to?
I'm waiting out trying to
Just
see if he's
outrun him?
following. No, I can't do that.
Was that
Right.
a projector?
Because I was about to say, I'll tell you right now, if you're trying to outrun him,
But
if he
I'll
doesn't
see.
want you to, you won't.
Oh,
I'm trying to see if he's following me.
I am following you because usually that's we go places together. So I'm not like suspiciously following you, but yes, I'm following you.
Okay, I'm gonna dart.
following too.
I'm darting around the corner so where he wouldn't like be. I'm not in direct line of sight. How big can I use mine? Give me a second, because with the cameras on one screen, I don't have my spell list up.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just get your spell list up. Duh.
A 5-foot cube. I'm gonna hide against the wall and try to make like a cardboard thing or some type of garbage that would cover out where I'm standing or sitting. I'm gonna crawl into a ball and make like a little garbage bag out of my illusion. So if he walks by down that alleyway, he won't see me.
Okay, since you're actively looking 6,
Yeah.
6, I need you to make a perception check versus Zelfer's Arcana check.
If I'm watching too, would I
Okay.
need to
Or Zelfer will allow.
Good call.
Never mind. You already rolled. I was gonna say you could take stealth as well, but I feel like
No.
Arcana would probably, yeah. Yeah. So
And sorry, what did you want from me one more time?
a perception check, please.
Perception.
If I'm watching too, would I need to roll?
You could either give him advantage and have him roll again, or you can roll as well. You could give him the aid action, give him advantage, or roll yourself.
I'll give him advantage.
Okay. 6, roll one more time.
Okay.
Well, much better.
6.
Thanks,
you walk.
Bess.
You walk. What happens is you walk around the corner and you walk right by Zelfer. And Zelfer. You're like certain. This is. Can you see through the solution? No.
I cannot.
Yeah. You just hear you hear 6 walk by, and then you hear the little pitter patter of Bess, and Bess goes, no, he's right. That wasn't there. And 6, you try to, oh, okay. And she's like, that's Zelfer sized. And so she points out exactly where he is.
I removed my illusion. You could smell me, couldn't you?
Yes, because you stink.
Stinky boy.
Actually, out of all of us, I believe I would smell the least because I constantly clean myself with prestidigitation.
Stinky.
That's very true.
So are you telling me that if you were trying to smell me, I could do something like this and hide myself? I use prestidigitation to make like rotting cheese smell.
Oh, not bad. Were you looking for some alone time, buddy?
No.
Oh,
Where are we going to next?
I don't know. Where are we going to next?
Can we go
I-
fight the bear?
I would pay to watch
yeah.
you fight a bear.
I mean, maybe we don't fight it, but let's at least go introduce ourselves, I suppose.
You guys
I
leave.
believe that's where Sam's headed. That's not suspicious, Zelfer. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and walk.
Okay. So, via a series of circumstances, Sam, 6, Beth, and Percival all arrive at the Gobble Inn at around the same time. Percival, back at the warehouse. It doesn't take too much longer. You watch as he shapes the glass, stains it, cuts them down very meticulously down to he keeps putting it. He puts it up to your eye, cuts it a bit more, puts it back up to your eye to get just about the right shape, so it's a little larger than your own eyes and about the same shape. and then he brings them over to somebody else who he gives some of the payment to, and they create a very basic like wire frame. They don't look
Hell
super
yes.
ornate or anything, but
Don't care. I have sunglasses.
they are sunglasses to a
They
degree.
Sure fucking are,
Like
dude.
they're you know how sunglasses, they dim everything a little bit. Like imagine that times 3. Like they're thick, they're very dark, but like they're sunglasses. Like they would hinder your eyesight a bit, but they're totally sunglasses.
Fuck yes.
Nicely done.
You have
I
rudimentary
mean-
sunglasses.
How does he look?
Am I able to go back to the magic shop?
You could.
I'd like to do that. 'cause
Before
I have
going
a
to the
plan
Gobble Inn?
now. Is it still open?
What would you like to do there?
I would like to have the glasses enchanted with a spell to where if I'm not wearing them on my face, I can flick my hand out like this and they would appear in my hand.
I hate you so much.
I'm enjoying it.
300 gold.
Oh, fuck me. Wow, fuck me. Is there a spell that can make them not break?
700 gold.
150.
Okay, we're getting there. Is there a spell that could lighten the lenses so they're not as tinted?
20. To make
Okay,
them
I'm
slightly more
definitely-
translucent, that would not take them long at all.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely doing that one. So,
Okay. They are slightly
do
more
that.
efficient. They will not hinder your eyesight so much. They still look a bit
Fuck yeah.
rudimentary, but they are slightly
Don't
more
care.
efficient sunglasses.
Nope,
Yeah.
sunglasses, don't care.
Yeah, that's 20 gold, and it'll only take him about 5 minutes. He brings them to the back, he comes back out, and they're slightly more translucent.
Nice.
I really want that flick out.
Some
get the
basic
sunglasses
transmutation
look.
right there.
Fuck.
You're gonna have to save up for that one, buddy.
Yeah, I'll come back to him.
Okay.
Alright, then I'm going to the goblin.
Okay. By a series of circumstances, you guys all arrive at around the same time. And I will show you when you arrive at the Gobble Inn what you will see.
Show us
Okay.
what we'll see.
My
Hold it up to your
First-
camera.
First, I'll tell. Yeah, let me like pull it up on my phone and show you guys. When you arrive, you see immediately ahead of you is a long bar with maybe a dozen stools. This is a rather large
Ew.
tavern. Yeah, lots of poop everywhere. This is a rather large tavern. Immediately to your right is a table with a couple of benches where there appears to be some sort of bouncer guard, and then a door that leads to another section of the building. To your left, about a dozen or so tables, plenty of seating, and it's relatively busy as you're getting toward you're getting toward like 7-8 o'clock here. And you also see a couple of pools of water, and in the center of this place is a large circular there's a stone outline on the floor, and then this ornate pattern that just fills up most of the center of this place, which I will show you now. So this is just what the place looks like. Right here. You guys will be entering. I will show you with Zelfer's token here. And this is what the place looks like. And as you enter, we are going to end for tonight, and we'll come back next time to that.